Since we are in the primary elections, I wanted to quickly share some resources that I found helpful for choosing who I will vote for. The first one is vote411.org, which I have talked about before. You can use this to check your voter registration, see who's on your ballot, and just find out some other information about elections that are coming up. You can either enter your street address here, or you can select the state that you are in. So let's go ahead and just select the state here, and it'll give you important dates and deadlines for the current election cycle. March 3rd is the primary election date. We are in early voting right now, but early voting will end February the 27th, which is Friday. And then you will have to wait until Tuesday, March 3rd to cast your vote. So if you scroll down, you can select on make your voting plan or preview your ballot info. This will take you to the option to input your address. So I just put the Texas 15th Congressional District just because I'm curious to see who is running against Bobby Pulido, because I saw that he is running and that is where he is running. So I was curious to see who else was running there for House Representative. So if we click on that, it'll give you all of the candidates that are running there, and you can select each candidate to compare what their answers were on some questions that I'm not sure if Vote for Woman asked the questions or if the questions were somewhere else, but not all of the candidates have these questions answered. Thankfully, these do. So if we click on Ada Cuellar and Bobby Pulido and you scroll down, you will see some questions here that I found helpful for myself to decide who I wanted to vote for. Questions about what kind of policies they would support. So you can use these to inform your decision on who you would like to vote for. The next resource I want to show is sway.co, which will let you create voting groups or find voting groups with recommendations that fit your values. You just have to read the description for the voting group. So if we go to explore groups, you can see that there are several groups with different ballot recommendations. You can scroll through and find voting groups, or you can search for topics, people, or places here. I am just scrolling down. So this one has a lot of ballot recs. So let's just go ahead and click on this one. You see here that says goal is to share candidates that this blue dot is voting for. So each person will have their goals for this voting group. And then if you click on here, it'll show you all of the voting recommendations that this person has selected. And you can also filter by your ballot, because if you create an account, it'll ask you for your address, which will then show you all of the offices that are up for election within your area. You can either join that group or create your own group. You don't have to create your own group. You can just use this and write down whoever it is that you want to vote for. The way that I used both sway.co and vote411 was by creating my own group, because I wanted to select the people that I wanted to vote for. And it also gives you ballot initiatives as well. This is the voting group that I created. And if I wanted to add some ballot recommendations, it doesn't limit me to just add recommendations for the offices that are available for me to vote for. You can also search for different offices here. So this is how I used it. Like, let's say, for example, here, Texas U.S. House Representative District 15. And I wanted to look for that. And then we'll see here, we add it to my recommendation group. And let's just say Ada Cuellar and save. So now it'll take me back to my main page, and you'll see here now that that recommendation is now added to this. If you did create a profile, you can also go back to your voter guide. You can print your ballot, and it'll download the ballot with all of the options that are available to you. And if you scroll down, it'll also show you here all of the candidates that are running in the offices that are available for you to vote for. Well, I've been using it in conjunction with 411.org because it'll show you all of the candidates here, but unfortunately sway.co doesn't have any information other than Democrat or Republican. Vote for Woman will show you all of those things. You can, like I said, compare and contrast each candidate and then make your decision based on that. So I just found this extremely helpful, so that way I don't have to be Googling every single person. It's just all in one place. Same thing with sway.co. You can create your own voting group and you can share this with people, or you can find a voting group that aligns with your views. These are really good resources if you are unsure of where to even begin. And this is a really good place to find all the information and to build your ballot so that you can print this out or write it down and take it with you, because I don't think that you are able to just use your phone at the ballot box. You'll be able to take a paper, but I don't think you can pull out your phone and use that when you vote. Hopefully you find these as useful as I did, so stay informed, stay woke, and go vote.